Dear souls, welcome back to this sacred space. And today I'm sharing a very special, very important reading because today we have several cosmic, powerful events that are conjuncting together. I start from the Wesak, which is a spiritual celebration of ascended masters coming to earth, appearing to us, and giving us their blessings, especially from Buddha and Jesus. But you can have some research about this celebration. What is important for us along this sharing, this reading, is to know that we are opening up to receiving divine blessings today. And this is especially reinforced thanks to the full moon that we have and the lunar eclipse as well. So you see that I have already some cards here, and this is because something unfolded. I've actually recorded a video, a reading for this special day, and for some technological unknown mysterious reasons, only the final part of the video has been recorded. So all the first part where I was sharing such beautiful information, it was truly a channel message, went lost. Yes, we are still in Mercury retrograde, and so I pondered about what I should have done. So I'm back to you, and I will give you another reading. This means simply that what I had shared, it wasn't meant to reach you. So I need to proceed with faith and share something different, how it will come out. So, Wesak, full moon in Scorpio, and lunar eclipse as well. First of all, the Wesak is always the full moon under the sun in Taurus. And a full moon with the sun in Taurus is always a Scorpio moon. So, a Scorpio moon is very transformative. We already have the energies of culmination of the peak of the lunar cycle, which is a full moon. Then you add the scorpionic vibes, which are all about death and rebirth, transforming ourselves, the phoenix rising from the ashes, so true, deep transformation. And then we also add the lunar eclipse. Eclipses are extraordinary cosmic events. They come as tornadoes in our life, and they sweep away all the things that has stopped serving us. So our life appears very suddenly different, renewed. And there can be a passage of challenge in this, but there also can be a passage of deep and profound relief, because we suddenly are able to let go something that just until the day before we perceived as a weight, as something truly heavy that we were bringing with us, that we were carrying with us along our path. So now these things are gone, farewell, and we are jumping both feet into a new era. What appeared clear from the reading, from the cards, it is how we have completed one spiral of evolution, and how we are now ready for a new one, for a new spiral where we have gained knowledge, wisdom, experience from the previous ones. And now, wherever we are experiencing and living, even though they appear very similar, they are never the same because we have never lived that moment before, and because we are changing so much that each time, even though things appear very similar, we are different. So each time it is as the first time. And what we are doing with the oracle, with the cards here, is a deep inner work. We use cards as mirrors, as I was saying, and we are always use them to see what is going on deep inside us, so that we can then assess the path, make some change, take a decision, make a move, and we can transform as we go. So we look at the cards as inner mirrors, and we act according to what they trigger within us. So we are not talking about other people here, circumstances, events, because all these things are our own internal creation. And what we experience on the outside is something that we have painted, we have drawn, we have created. So with this awareness, I'm going to share what has been deleted with the first part of the video. So I've used the Sexual Magick Tarot, and magically 2 number 8 appeared. I want to share them closer to you. We have a 8 of Wands and a 8 of Cups. So we also have a deep, strong twin flame activation here. 8 also stands for a symbol of infinity. So our infinite love, our infinite eternal connection. And we are called to activate our passion in what we are creating, and also to stand more and more confidently in our emotional world. It seems that something is coming towards us, a fruit of our inner work, and then maybe we want to retreat a little bit, as if what comes towards us must prove that it is valuable. So we want to receive something which is of great value, and this is because we have finally realized how valuable we are, that we are worthy, that we are deserving. And so this is what we get from the outside, because this is what has been created inside of us. Also, with the Knight of Cups, which was at the bottom of the deck, we can truly see how we have become much, much more confident thanks to all this inner work that we have been doing. And universe is delivering something to us. Yes, something is coming for us. Yes, this is filled with passion. And yes, this is for us. You see how the woman has her hand on her chest, like saying, is this truly for me? Well, yes, this is truly for us, because we have done the work. And so now we have stepped on the next level, and this is why we are ready to receiving this gift of passion that comes from the Knight, which is a more mature energy than a Page and a little bit younger energy than a King. So we are at the peak of a blooming phase, before to become fully mature. It is like late spring when all the fruits are hanging from the tree and they are just ready to be, harvest. But it's just the moment before the harvest. So it's a moment of full satisfaction, looking at all the blooming, all the sprouting, and all these fruits that are enriching the tree. So yes, this is coming towards us, and We are ready to receiving it. Also, I have interviewed the Earth Magic Oracle because I felt that I always feel that we need to ground a lot, because as we are going through our spiritual work, we also need to balance. In fact, a full moon is always a request for balance, a request for equilibrium, as we have these two forces which are pulling, which are activating two opposite poles in our being. So we have the Taurus pole, which is activating all the practicality, all the matter, all the physical things that we can create. And then we have the Scorpio pole, which is activating all the rebirth, the inner change, the inner transformation, all the deep spiritual work. So how can we balance these two? We can balance them by staying in the heart, as I was sharing in a previous video while we were preparing for the eclipse. And so this is just perfect. So I felt, that we needed a little bit more of grounding energy from the Earth Magic Oracle. And the card, the portal that opened up for us is Dawn, New Beginnings. So it underlines even more how we are shifting into a new cycle, how we have already entered through this magical, powerful portal, this new spiral. This is going to be the final eclipses in the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. So it will be very interesting to look at your birth chart to see how, to see where these axes, in which area of your life these axes are bringing active energy, which areas of your life this axis is asking you to transform, to renew, to let go and to recreate. So we have this new beginning, reinforcement of this new cycle, which is marked by the eclipses. And we have here also a very I perceived something that was in regards of nature. So I sense as if this next spiral is going to be for us more in contact with nature. We will be more connected to it. We can, for example, move into a place which is surrounded by vegetation or by a river or by the sea. Anyway, where we are in a close connection with nature. And we see here how this dawn is golden, and so it brings all the warmth as well and the power and magic of gold. And then I turned a card from my deck, the Magic Path, and Truth showed up. I was also sharing how this particular day is blessed by the number 5. Because we are 5-5, of course, it's May the 5th, so 5 for the day, 5 for the month. Then we have Sun and Moon at 14 degrees, both in Taurus and Scorpio. So 4 + 1 gives 5. And then this card showed up from my deck, so this is number 14, Truth. 4 + 1 is 5. And then as I finished to record the video, I saw how the other card as well, Temple Secrets, which you will discover more in depth in the second part of this reading, is number 32, and 3 + 2 gives us another 5. So we have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We have the 2 8s here, and then for those who are living in Europe, as I'm recording this from Italy, the peak of the eclipse today will be at 7:34 p.m. So when we add 7 + 3 + 4, it gives again 14, and so 5, one more 5. So this is magic in action. and we're truly action. It's literally action, because 5 is the number of movement. So expect a lot of movement from now on, at least for the next 6 months. And anyway, the eclipses then they last for 18 months. They come back and they repeat themselves, and they ask us to go deeper and deeper into our inner work. And each axis is activated for around 18 months, and then they come back again with another tour, you know, with another chance for us to work more in depth of whatever topic they are bringing to us, each 18 years. So you see how much magic is activated. So I was saying, let's expect a lot of movement, especially in regards of creation, sexuality, creativity. I'm bringing more and more sexual energy into my readings, because this is the call that comes from the light beings. They are pushing me to share about this, because this is creative energy. This is life force in action. And so this is what we need to look at more and more, what we need to activate more and more, and what we need to embody more and more, to use in everyday life more and more. So this card was all about searching for our inner truth, for our authenticity, marking this new season with this inner work of connecting with our inner light and our inner truth. This final part of the Scorpio Taurus eclipses is a lot about transformation in the inside, to experiencing it, to enjoying it on the outside when we have done the work. And so here the work is still on the inside, so that what we can experience then in our outer reality can simply be what we have done inside of us. It is always like this, but just remember that when you see something outside of you that you don't really like, that doesn't feel truly aligned, that doesn't resonate a lot, that is a sign, that is an alarm, you know, ringing and say, wake up, this is something that needs to be transformed. So we go back inside, we move forward, going back inside, we work there, and then the outside transforms. So this is the first part of the video, which is re-recorded at the best, according to what came to me intuitively again. And then I send you to the second part. May you enjoy it. This card is very similar to the one we have had to a previous reading. In the reading we were actually preparing for this day, there were skulls as well. So we were working with rebirth, loops. It was loops of death and rebirth. We have the candles as well, which stand for spiritual work, spiritual magic. And so the sense that we get from here is to isolate and do our inner work, do our rituals, do our magic, become observers. You know, you see this woman, how she's observing the world behind her black veil. She's got this black veil on her head, and she's observing with these mysterious eyes. She's not talking. In fact, we have the card of truth, which is reversed, which is all about the throat chakra. So it's about more the inner work before to bring her out with our voice as well. And look how we have this square here, which recalls the blue of this card. So Temple Secrets. I'm going to read it from the booklet as well, because there are affirmations as well that we can use for these cards. So I'm going to read you what it says, and we are also meeting one of the Ascended Masters. So let's see what it says. With sacred ritual and practical magic, a temple holds many secrets about its people and purpose and its ancient traditional practice. Temples are sacred spaces that can reveal hidden mysteries about the soul and psyche. When you connect to the divine through temple magic, secrets of the universe can be unlocked and witnessed. The alchemic practice of sacred ritual can be observed through deep chants, devout prayer, and the vows held sacred within the walls of each temple. The secrets held in temple ritual must be honored by the seeker and keepers of the temple's divine and hidden magic. Their sacred light beckons each seeker, igniting past life recall on their spiritual quest. Residing on the green ray, Ascension Master Hilarion asks us to seek and hear truth with open ears. Truth. To seek and hear truth with open ears. Our spoken word reflects our integrity, so let's be direct and assertive. Let's combine our creative and analytical mind to find answers buried in our soul's intelligence. A master of science, Hilarion, asks us to connect further to our inner light. Oh my goodness, you see how this card, what I just said, connect to our inner light? Oh wow. To connect with our inner light through discovery, using a methodical, systematic approach to our goals and life quest. Connect further to our inner light through discovery and method, and honor our inner temple with our devout practice. Not everyone sees the world as we do, so let's ask Hilarion to bring the light of illumination to unveil the path of self-discovery. Let's be careful of tempting offers from other people, as they come with hidden catches. Ah, my goodness. And then we have here, I bring it closer, something that Ascension Master Hilarion says to us. The cycle of justice returns. The cycle continues with a lesson learned. So the cycle of justice returns. The cycle continues with a lesson learned. Wow. A moment of inner reflection for this card, because this is so connected with the other I was just mentioning, the loops of death and rebirth. This is also so connected with the truth card. You see how powerfully the oracle is talking to us. This is how powerfully our inner divine self is talking to us, is showing us what is unfolding, what is cooking deep inside ourselves. Then Hilarion gives us a sacred crystal to work with. It is auricalcite. And the affirmation for it is, I awaken the truth within me. I hear my soul's message clearly. My goodness. I awaken the truth within me. I hear my soul's message clearly. Okay, so this sharing has been so neated, so straight. Look at the symbolisms, 8-8, the truth, and the truth again, cycles of truth, cycles of authenticity activated, a new dawn, universe delivering us something filled with passion as we are ready, So we are doing the work, we are ascending, we have completed one spiral, and now we are jumping both feet on the next spiral. We are learning, we are keeping with us the wisdom that we have gathered in the previous spirals, and now we are starting anew from a golden dawn. Let's remember to give back to our to go back to our hearts, and especially in this cycle, to reach for our truth. Okay, and this is it. Thank you so much for being here with me. All my services are available for you to go deeper, to go farther, to go onward and upward in your ascension journey, and all the details are below. I'm sending you so many bright, sparkling blessings on this potent day, and may we all go through the transformation with love, with passion, and with the internal knowing of our heart that we are meant for this, that we have the courage, the strength, the power, the skills, because we are here, and this is the only proof that we need in this terrestrial experience. Many blessings, much love. Aho.